Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. It is a great day today. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day outside. The sun is warm and bright in the sky, and I see so many beautiful trees and so many white clouds in the sky. It is a perfect day today. It's always a perfect day to be alive, and it's a perfect day to breathe and a perfect day to be. And it's also a perfect day to be you and me. So today I decided I wanted to be a unicorn because it's always a good day to be a unicorn, and it's always a great day to sing, and it's always a great day to read a book. So we're going to do both. We're going to sing and read a book. So this is called A House is a House for Me. Everything has a house. Birds live up in the trees, and squirrels live up in the trees, and worms live in the ground. And where do you and me live? We live in a house. So let's get started. Now a hill is a house for an ant, and a hive is a house for a bee. A hole is a house for a mole or a mouse, and a house is a house for me. A web is a house for a spider, and a bird builds its nest in a tree. There's nothing so snug as a bug in a rug, and a house is a house for me. Now, a coop that's a house for a chicken, and a sty that's a house for a sow. A fold is where sheep all gather to sleep, and a barn that's a house for a cow or a horse. A kennel's a house for a dog, and a dog is a house for a flea. But when a dog strays, a flea sometimes stays, and then it may move on to me. We don't want to get bit by a flea. Okay, a house is for rabbits or hutches, and a house for a mule is a shed. A castle is a house for a duchess, and a bed bug's down in a bed. We don't want bed bugs either. Mosquitoes like mud holes or puddles, and wells need an ocean or sea. A fish or a snake may make do with a lake, but a house is a house for me. A shell is a dwelling for shellfish, for oysters and lobsters and clams. Each shell has a shell, each turtle as well, but not any lion or lamb. Now lions live out in the open, and monkeys live up in a tree. Hippos live down in the river. Now what do you know about me? Now an igloo's a house for an Eskimo, and a teepee's a house for a Cree. A pueblo's a house for a Hawkeye, and a wigwam may hold a Mohi. A garage is a house for a car or a truck, and a hangar's a house for a plane. A dock or a slip is a house for a ship, and a terminal's a house for a train. Now a husk is a house for an ear of corn, and a pod is a place for a pea. A nutshell's a hut for a hickory nut, but what is a shelter for me? A glove is a house for a hand, and a stocking's a house for a knee. A shoe or a boot is a house for a foot, house for me. A box is a house for a tea bag, and a teapot's a house for some tea. But if you pour me a cup and I drink it all up, then a tea house will turn into me. Belly. Cartons are houses for crackers, and castles are houses for kings. The more I think about houses, the more things are houses for things. So let's think about this for a minute. And if you start in thinking, I think you will find it's true that the more you think about houses for things, the more things are houses to you. Look at all those pictures. So let's see. Barrels are houses for pickles, and bottles are houses for jams. A pot is a spot for potatoes, and a sandwich is home for some ham. Now a cookie jar's home to the cookies, and the bread box is home to the bread. My coat is a house for my body, and my hat is a house for my head. Here she is. Perhaps I've started far-fetching. Perhaps I'm stretching things some. A mirror is a house for reflections, and a throat is a house for hum. But once you started thinking, you think and you think and you think. How pockets are houses for pennies, and pens can be houses for ink. How peaches are houses for peach pits, and sometimes are houses for worms. How trash cans are houses for garbage, but garbage make houses for germs. And envelopes and earmuffs and eggshells and bathrobes and baskets and bins and rack beds and tablecloths and toasters and tins. And once you started thinking this way, it seems that whatever you see, it's either a house or it lives in a house, and a house is a house for me. A book is a house for story, and a rose is a house for smell. A head is a house for a secret I never will tell. A flower at home in a garden, and a donkey's at home in a stall. Each creature that's known has a house of its own, and the earth is the house for us all. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for singing with me. You sounded beautiful. Join me again, my special friend. Have a great day.